Good morning. Continuing our thoughts in 1 Peter 5, we're going to stick in verse 2 and move on to verse 3, but I want to read verse 2 again because of the general exhortation that's given, and remind you that three participles tell us how to do the exhortation of shepherding. So shepherd the flock of God that is among you. That's the controlling verb. Now, exercising oversight. And you do that not under compulsion, but willingly, as God would have you, not for shameful gain, but eagerly. Here's the second participle. First, you're a supervisor. Secondly, you are a sympathizer. A sympathizer. Number two, it's stated negatively as a participle, not domineering over those in your charge. That's the first part of verse 3. Not domineering over those in your charge. If you domineer, then what are you concerned about? If you domineer, you're concerned with your own sense of power. You're concerned with getting your own agenda accomplished. You're concerned with satisfying your own desires. See, it's about you when you domineer. It's about your agenda. It's about your accomplishments, and it's about your desires. But when you shepherd, it's about something different. Namely, it's about the sheep. What does a shepherd who sympathizes do? Number one, he lives among the sheep. That is to say, he can guide people because he's present with them. Secondly, he lives like the sheep. He can guide them because he knows what it is to not just be among them, but to live life also in a fallen world. He knows what it is to be a sheep. Third, he lives through the sheep. That is a way of saying that when they rejoice, he rejoices. When they have sorrow, he has sorrow. He connects in this meaningful way. And finally, number 4, he lives for the sheep. He lives for the sheep. Couple great verses here. 2 Timothy 4, 6, and 7. Paul, closing up his life, says, "For I am already being poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure has come. I fought the good fight. I finished the race. I've kept the faith." He pours himself out for them. Philippians 2:17, "Even if I am to be poured out as a drink offering upon the sacrificial offering of your faith, I am glad and rejoice with you all." He pours himself out. See, a shepherd lives for the sheep. Now, Peter was acquainted with this idea of shepherding, right? And this idea of connecting. He was acquainted with it because Jesus, in restoring him in John 21, had said to him 3 times, "Feed my sheep, feed my sheep, feed my lambs." It's a significant work of the shepherd to sympathize and care for sheep where they are, and to connect with them where they are, and not to seek to dominate them. That's a self-serving shepherd. That tends to be a false teacher. It's certainly someone with poor character. Instead, a shepherd serves the sheep. May the Lord bless you today.